All right, so see this setup, uh, made by Sylvia, done by Sylvia. So after a while, substance X to be seen on the inside surface of the cling wrap. So you see apple chunks here, and the apple chunks are heated by this flame, a source of heat, and substance X appeared. Now this setup must surely look familiar to you. Usually you would have water here instead of apple chunks, all right? And the water would gain heat, and when water gains heat, it absorbs. When the water absorbs the heat, the water absorbs the heat. It the water will evaporate into water vapor. Right. So this is what would normally happen if there is water in the beaker. Right, and then the water vapor, know this already, the water vapor would would rise and touch the colder surface of the cling wrap and condense into water droplets. Okay, this is what would happen if the beaker is filled with water, right? If the beaker is filled with water, this is what's going to happen. Unfortunately, we don't have water in the beaker. Instead, we have apple chunks. But don't forget that apple, we know that, if you have ever bitten into an apple before, it's very juicy. And that's because the apple chunks actually contain water inside it, okay? And I've drawn it as a little bits of blue in the diagram, okay? And likewise, it is this apple, the water inside the apple that is gaining heat and evaporating. So basically, you can still say water, absorbs the heat from the candle, right? And the water will evaporate into water vapor. But this time, you don't just say water, so water in the apple chunks absorbs the heat, and the water will evaporate into water vapor. The water vapor would rise and touch the colder surface of the cling wrap and condense into the water droplets. Now we know this is just an explanation. Alright, we have not answered the questions yet, so let's move on to answering the question. Alright, identify substance X. Okay, if you look at substance X, we now know that substance X is actually tiny water droplets. Okay, where did the substance X come from? Okay, we know that the substance X come from the apple chunks. So you can say that substance X came from the apple chunks. Right, now explain clearly how substance X is formed. It's a 1.5 question, mark question, and it is there's 3 lines, okay, and it says explain clearly. So it must be a bit longer than the 2 brief answers. So when the apple chunks were heated, the liquid present in them evaporated, gain heat, right? Gain heat. Alright, the liquid in them gain heat and evaporated. The liquid present in the apple chunks gained heat and evaporated, right, and rose up the beaker. When the water vapor came into contact with the cool surface of the cling wrap, it condensed. Okay, the water vapor condensed into tiny water droplets. Okay, so this is your answer. It's a bit long here because I'm using a bigger font. Okay, but if you were to write it like that, then it's not going to be that long. Okay, so very again common question regarding condensation and evaporation and so on, and how heat is. So when the water vapor came into contact with the cool surface of the cooling lab, you must say it loses heat. Alright, it loses heat and the water vapor condense into tiny water droplets. Okay, one more time. Maybe I'll rewrite that because it's not correct. Oops. Let me see. When the apple chunks were heated, or you can just say the liquid present in the apple chunks gain heat and evaporated and rose up the beaker. When the water vapor came into contact with the cooler surface of the cling wrap, okay, it lost heat and condensed into tiny water droplets. Okay, say the water vapor lost heat and condensed into tiny water droplets. Okay, so do if you have to memorize the format of this answer, you might want to do so because it is quite important. Thank you.